Hello and welcome back to episode 3 of Speak American. It's been a while since the last episode, nearly a year actually, but I'm sure that's only given you all faithful viewers time to make hundreds of comments on the videos, so that's what we'll do for this show. We're going to look at and answer viewer comments and questions on that last episode. So starting off, Baba Boo wrote, "Love the series, great job." Thank you, Baba Boo. I hope you do still remember this series since you posted that 9 months ago. But be sure to subscribe to gc.net on YouTube to be informed in 2015 when I make Speak American episode 4. And then we have a longer comment from Rough Thief. He said, "Thank you for that good laugh. Hey, is it just me, or did that geisha just saying this, or was that geisha just saying the same thing over and over? It's like the Japs knew the person playing the game wouldn't be able to understand a word and said, hey, why make up dialogue? They're not going to understand anything anyway. Let's just speak one line and repeat it all the time." Well, thank you, Rough Thief, for your kind words, and for referring to the Japanese people with terms usually reserved for mildly racist grandfathers. Though I will clarify that the games in Speak American, they were never, at least to my knowledge, released in the States or in any other English-speaking country. So the dialogue should actually make sense to the game's key demographic, just because we're not actually who they intended to be playing it. Ideally, it makes sense anyway. Some of the concepts, however, I'm not sure those could ever make sense to anybody. And the next comment we've got here is from... that's it. 2 comments then. Well, since that segment ended early, let's start looking at some games then. We'll start off with a Super Nintendo game called Tsukikomori. So let's boot that up. Oh, yeah, okay. Whatever. Okay, it looks like some kind of haunted house horror game. I can get behind that. Probably a name entry, I guess. Whatever. Sure. Yeah, it looks close to a name. I guess this is as scary and atmospheric as MIDI Super Nintendo music gets. Oh, it's a save slot, I see. Oh, sweet. This is also as close to FMV as Super Nintendo gets. So I can be a grandmother, a thug, a teenage girl, and a child referee. Whatever, I'll pick Mr. Sweater Shoulders here. I hope this isn't the whole game. If I know Japan, it probably is. Oh, that's the universal "who farted" face. And that's his knowing "I did" face. No one will ever suspect. Oh, yeah, because every haunted house has an ornate video editing suite. And we're looking at pictures. Oh, I get to do something. 4 looks good. Well, made him make the smarmy face, so apparently it's good. Oh! Hi, floating head. And suspicious guy. Well, so far everyone in the game is pretty creepy. My guy's just smarmy, that guy's suspicious looking, and the other guy, well, he's a floating head. That usually doesn't put you above suspicion of whatever's going on here. I'll assume murder. That guy's the pointiest Adam's apple I've ever seen. If I were him, I'd probably try to keep my head down, if not out of being self-conscious, but for safety's sake. For God's sake, game, there's nothing scary about Final Cut Pro. Alright, I think we get a good taste of this game. We're done. So that's Tsukikomori. I will say that once I shut the video off, I did keep playing it a little bit. I made one more selection, and I ended up getting a game over screen and being sent back to the beginning. So it's kind of like a choose-your-own-adventure book, except in this one, you can't keep your fingers in the pages of previous choices, so you can go back to it later when you're inevitably eaten by a dragon or whatever. But seeing as it's pretty much a piece of interactive fiction, can you play it? No. No, you can't. Next game. This next game is Miracle Bokutte Epa for the Famicom Disk System, in which you play as a baby who passionately hates wild boar and lives to bludgeon them to death with his baby bottle. Maybe it's a precursor to Angry Birds, I don't know. But since it's a Famicom Disk System game, there is a bunch of disk switching and crap to get it running. So I'm just going to skip all the intro screens, and I'm going to jump right into the game. So we'll start that up right now. Alright, I'm a baby in Candyland. Oh, alright, it's like a Dig Dug Bubble Bobble kind of thing. Alright, I can jump on them. Okay. Well, apparently this game discovered some new science, and that is that the only thing that's keeping a wild boar from slaughtering an infant is that they simply aren't walking on two legs. You know, I can't say I really get why his baby bottle inflates the pigs, or why a bell temporarily grants a baby the power to run around like a nutcase. But then I guess expecting a game where background buildings are made out of strawberry and mandarin orange torts and giant Pocky defy gravity is maybe asking too much. Oh, the boss is a pig, I would have never guessed. Oh good, I did something. Alright, I guess I had to inflate the pigs and throw them at him. I could play through and get to that boss and maybe beat him this time, but I'm not gonna. So that's that. Can you play it? Yes, yes you can. It's just a simple platformer, kind of a Mario 2 meets Bubble Bobble almost. But should you play it? Well, despite being a combo of two great games, it's not a very good combo. It's not the worst thing ever, but I wouldn't go as far as to recommend it. Fun fact from Wikipedia, though, is that Howard Lincoln, who was the Grand Poobah of Nintendo of America at the time that this came out, he actually stopped Konami from bringing this to the States because he felt it wasn't good enough for the American market. Which sounds good, it makes me respect Howard Lincoln. But then you realize that must mean the man saw the NES Where's Waldo game. He had the power to veto it, but he ended up saying, oh, looks good, we'll take it. Kinda makes you wish he swung around that power wang of his a little more often with games that were really terrible rather than ones that were just mediocre. Next one is for the Wii. It's called Momotaro Dentetsu. I don't really know what it's about. Seems to have a train conductor or maybe an airline pilot or something on the cover. Could be a train sim, an Aerobiz clone, if you've played that game. I have no idea. Let's check it out. Okay. Oh my. We start right out the gate with a blue-haired, elf-eared unicorn lady. Really knocking out of the park already, Japan. Very nice. Why were they encased in tombs of snow to begin with? Alright, whatever. That, I guess? I think that's the one that means I have no friends, and this will be a one-player game, so that should work. Oh. Oh, this is already a great character select. We got a evil unicorn microscopic guy, a fat guy, a zombie, a kid riding a monster train, a horse businessman, a romantic zombie, various demons. Well, I guess I'll be the microscopic unicorn businessman. I wish I could say that that's the most insane choice of all of them, but I don't know. I don't know that it really is in this case. That's impressively insane. I have no idea what's going on. I should probably set that up just a little bit to give myself more time to figure out what the hell's going on. Book 1? What? Why is he having fried chicken in a sinking kayak with a cat who had a stomach injury? This is going to be a confusing one. Oh hey, it's 2 scoops. Is this even me? Oh, no it isn't. Oh, so I guess it's a board game? Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, this way, I guess. Am I buying property or something? I have no idea what I'm doing. Why is he sumo wrestling a bear on an island? I have a feeling this game's gonna raise a lot more questions than it answers. I should study what the computer does. Whatever. What the hell? Is that girl riding a ghost? Are frogs eating that cat's eyes? This shit is nightmare fuel. Okay, morbid curiosity can take me no further. I think I've had my fill of crazy. So that's Momotaro Dentetsu. Can you play it? No. No, hell no. I kind of wish we could, because it seems like the most insane board game ever, but really, there's so many things keeping us from understanding it that I think even understanding Japanese fluently would just scratch the surface. There would still be so many unanswered questions as to what in the name of hell is going on in this game. And so ends another uneventful Speak American, in which we have again cemented in the idea that games that aren't officially released in English probably aren't worth playing. You probably got another year or so to make comments, ask questions. Hell, I'll even help you propose to that special someone on the next show if you want. How could you say no when being asked by YouTube's most beloved golden-throated nerd? And if that fails, keep some duct tape in your trunk. We're all friends here, I won't say nothing. So that wraps up the show. I'll end it with one final attempt to get more comments on this video by pandering to you, the Game Cola viewers. Hey look, it's Phoenix Wright. Adios!